Imagine soaring high above the vast Atlantic, the sun glinting off endless blue waters, when suddenly, the aircraft vanishes in thin air. No radio call, no emergency beacon, no wreckage remains to explain the sudden disappearance. This is the enigmatic allure of the Bermuda Triangle, a mysterious region between Miami, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda, covering approximately 500,000 square miles. In the blink of an eye, it transforms serene skies and tumultuous seas into a stage for inexplicable events and unsolved mysteries. For decades, mystery enthusiasts, historians, and skeptics have been drawn into the Bermuda Triangle's story by accounts of eerie phenomena, unexplained vanishings, and uncanny environmental conditions that defy rational explanation. It is a place where science and supernatural lore intersect, leaving behind more questions than answers. Who can forget the chilling case of Flight 19? On a cold December day in 1945, 5 U.S. Navy bombers embarked on a training mission, only to disappear without trace, followed closely by a rescue plane that too would vanish into the opaque Atlantic. 6 aircraft and 27 brave souls were simply swallowed by the abyss. The disappearance of Flight 19 marked the beginning of a legend that would captivate minds for generations. Windswept waves, inexplicably shifting weather, and bizarre compass malfunctions are among the disconcerting details reported by surviving pilots and witnesses. Pilots recalled moments when their instruments went haywire, when compasses spun uncontrollably, and when strange fogs descended out of nowhere. These vivid memories lend urgency to the mystery, inviting us to question whether a natural anomaly or a supernatural force is at play. Over the years, additional incidents have reinforced the mystique of this region. In 1948, the passenger aircraft Star Tiger vanished while carrying 31 souls, leaving behind a silence as deep as the ocean. Later that same year, a Douglas DC-3 with 32 passengers simply disappeared near Miami, and in 1954, Navy Flight 441 fell prey to the Triangle's inexorable pull. In nearly every case, there were no survivors and no debris, only unanswered questions and haunting silence. This documentary invites you to journey with us over turbulent seas and beneath stormy skies, following a trail of historical records, eyewitness accounts, and scientific studies to unravel the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. Our exploration begins with the early eyewitness testimonies and archival footage that have become synonymous with this region's legend. The evocative images of dark, churning waters, and the piercing eyes of worried pilots all serve to remind us that what we see on screen is merely a small fraction of a much larger enigma. In our quest for answers, we first encounter the scientific perspective, a rational quest to decipher inexplicable phenomena using observable facts. Researchers have proposed that magnetic anomalies in the area might disrupt the compasses of aircraft and ships, causing them to stray off course and risk venturing into dangerous waters. It is hypothesized that sudden eruptions of methane gas from the ocean floor could reduce water density, leading to catastrophic losses in buoyancy that drag vessels into the deep. Violent and unpredictable weather systems, including sudden hurricanes that form without warning, further contribute to the peril that many claim has earned the region its infamous reputation. Yet, despite these explanations, one cannot ignore the fact that the Bermuda Triangle's legend has been amplified by countless first-hand accounts, each with its own peculiar and compelling details. Pilots have spoken of moments when the skies turned an otherworldly green, when the air seemed charged with a phantom energy beyond explanation. Such experiences have fed a wide array of supernatural theories. Some argue that UFOs and alien abductions are behind these mysterious disappearances, while others suggest that time itself may be warped within this treacherous expanse, trapping unwary travelers in temporal loops or alternate dimensions. In a storm of speculation and contrasting theories, the Bermuda Triangle becomes a stage where human curiosity meets nature's unpredictable forces. For every scientific study that demystifies the region with logical explanations, another account surfaces that challenges those conclusions by offering a glimpse into the realm of the paranormal. It is this very conflict between the need for scientific certainty and the tantalizing allure of the unexplained that binds observers to the ongoing narrative of the triangle. As we delve deeper into the history of these baffling events, we revisit some of the most memorable incidents that have defined the legend. Flight 19, perhaps the most famous of all, featured experienced pilots who trusted their instruments implicitly until the moment all conventional navigational aids failed. Their disappearance, shrouded in mystery and marked by inexplicable radio transmissions filled with confusion and despair, has become a symbol of the triangle's defiant nature against explanation. The archival footage and declassified documents we examine paint a haunting picture of a region where even the most skilled navigators can find themselves adrift not only in space, but perhaps in time itself. The disappearance of Star Tiger and subsequent losses only add to the fascinating ledger of the Bermuda Triangle. In each case, the sudden manifestation of unexplained atmospheric conditions and bizarre instrument behavior left rescuers baffled and investigators with more questions than answers. Some critics argue that these tragedies are nothing more than statistical anomalies, merely the unfortunate outcomes in a region of heavy maritime and aerial traffic. They maintain that the overall rate of incidents is comparable to any other busy oceanic corridor. Nonetheless, for those who have experienced the eerie calm before a sudden storm or the disquieting phenomenon of a compass gone mad, such data does little to ease the sting of uncertainty. This dialogue between rigorous scientific inquiry and the persistent call of supernatural lore is at the heart of our exploration. Every theory, whether it speaks of magnetic disruptions or clandestine alien technologies, invites us to reconsider the boundaries between the known and the unknown. It challenges us to look beyond conventional wisdom and entertain the possibility that there might be forces at work in the natural world not yet fully understood by modern science. Replete with aerial views of the churning ocean and animated sequences illustrating erratic instrument readings, our investigation captures both the scale and the subtlety of the Bermuda Triangle's many tales. Each windswept visual is paired with accounts of ghostly appearances and inexplicable natural occurrences that seem to stretch the limits of our imagination. As we navigate this narrative maze, moments of startling clarity punctuate the unfolding mystery. The truth is that much of what happens in the Bermuda Triangle remains elusive, permanently locked behind nature's veil. Every sweeping shot of a storm-ridden sky and every close-up of a disoriented pilot's eyes reinforces the sense that this is no ordinary hazard zone. It is an invitation to embrace uncertainty and marvel at the formidable power of the natural world. The beauty of this story lies in its persistent ambiguity, a duality that is both a scientific challenge and a supernatural enigma. It reminds us that sometimes, the allure of a mystery is found not in its resolution, but in its endless capacity to inspire wonder. In one moment, we are presented with the cold logic of geophysical phenomena that could explain the inexplicable. The next, we are drawn to the soulful accounts of those who have felt time distort, experienced otherworldly visions, or witnessed the inexplicable kindness of nature in its most extreme forms. Each theory, each whispered rumor of maritime curses and spectral guardians, contributes to a rich tapestry of human curiosity and nature's vast, uncharted depths. Science and the supernatural are not destined to exist in opposition. Instead, they offer two distinct windows into a world that is as layered as it is unpredictable. And so, as our journey reaches its reflective pause, we are left with a familiar, haunting truth. The Bermuda Triangle remains an enduring riddle that defies conclusive explanation. The shadows of aircraft and ships lost to its depths remind us that nature is vast and mysterious, inviting us to explore, to question, and to wonder at the majestic forces that govern our world. Every unanswered question becomes a spark for further inquiry, a reminder that sometimes, the most compelling stories are those that refuse to be confined by simple answers. Mystery endures. As dusk settles over the Atlantic, and we watch the ocean glow with the last light of day, our gaze lingers on the horizon where the known meets the unknown. The pieces of this puzzle remain scattered, and perhaps that is the true essence of its allure. Is the Bermuda Triangle a vortex of magnetic anomalies, a playground for extreme weather, or a gateway to realms beyond our comprehension? We may never know, but in that uncertainty lies a beauty that continues to captivate hearts and minds. In the interplay between cold scientific inquiry and passionate belief in the paranormal, the Bermuda Triangle challenges our perceptions, urging us to embrace both skepticism and wonder. It asks us to question our understanding of nature, and to remain receptive to mysteries that defy explanation. Every report, every anomaly, every life lost in its depths contributes to an intricate narrative that is as much a part of our collective history as it is a call to explore the unexplained. Today, as we draw this investigation to a close, we do not offer definitive answers, but instead invite you to ponder the labyrinth of clues and the symphony of mysteries woven into this legendary region. Let the questions hang in the air like mist over a twilight sea, and consider that perhaps the true story of the Bermuda Triangle is not one of barren statistics, but one of human wonder facing the infinite unknown. Join us as we delve into the legends and science behind the Bermuda Triangle.